Bienvenidos, bienvenidos a la clase de Don Marcos. Bienvenidos a todos los estudiantes. Notice I'm saying bienvenidos with an S on the end. You had learned bienvenido. Since there's more than one of you, though, that I'm welcoming to the class, I'm throwing an S on so that there's more welcome there. Bienvenidos. And I was going to make you write a lot today, but something happened that was quite lucky for you. You're only going to write a little, because I got a letter from Cesia. If you're new to the class or you don't remember that name, Cesia, that is one of the two young girls that we sponsor down in Honduras, the country down in the middle of Central America. And we had a competition over the Christmas season to see how many words you guys could memorize, and teachers sponsored you for each of the words you were able to memorize. We raised a good sum of money for them, which really helps them out down there, and they sent up pictures of what they went out shopping for. Now, I told her she should buy some science stuff because she had mentioned to me earlier that she was interested in science, but her mother is far more practical than I am, and they know what the family needs. So these pictures are showing some of the things they went shopping for. She got some footwear there and a bunch of food that looks so cool that I have to jump online and figure out what the heck it all is. I see a loaf of bread, and I've got to figure out by going to Honduran websites what the heck the rest of those are. I believe that is a chicken down near Cesia. I think I see the word pollo there, but I'm not positive. It's not the greatest picture in the world in terms of resolution, but it's good to see she's looking happy and healthy. I thought we would start out with taking a look at the letter that she sent up. So I'm calling that up on the screen right now. And here she goes. She's got really nice handwriting, but she has not learned how to punctuate yet, so that's a bit of a problem. Punctuation is an issue for Cesia, so I'll be breaking the words down for you, and I just wanted to point out some that have come up during the year for us so that you can see that these really are useful words. Once you get into daily life, if you ever need to use Spanish in daily life, you're going to have a whole toolkit of words that you can use, as she did with me here. Now, if you have good eyesight, you might be able to make that out. I tried to darken it as much as I can, but I'll be reading it aloud too, so if you can't make out a word, don't worry too much about it. You might notice right off that she is addressing the letter to Ms. Donnelly. That's because I keep the other girl in my name for the donations, and my wife is the one who's the main sponsor for Cesia. So even though it says up there in the corner padrino, which is the word for godfather, down in the letter you'll see she greets my wife as her madrina, as a godmother. So it starts out, her writing now, not the typed stuff, but her writing. Ms. Donnelly, saludos, querida madrina. You might see that the word madrina looks a little like the word for mother, which is what? Somebody shouted out, come on, I've got the room bugged, I'll hear you. Yep, good job. Madre. Querido looks a little like quiero, like the want to like. It actually, when it's put in this form, it means dear. So she's saying saludos, greetings, dear godmother, which sounds really formal. In Spanish, it's very casual, but when we translate directly, literally, word for word from Spanish, things do tend to sound a little stuffy. Then she says, espero que esté bien usted y su familia. That espero word isn't one I've taught you. It means I hope. Espero que is I hope that. Esté bien, that you're doing well. And notice she uses usted with my wife. She's using that formal you. She's not figuring, hey, we're buds, everybody's equal, I can use tú with this old lady. Nope, she goes right to usted. Y su familia is and your family. Deseándole feliz año nuevo. A couple words in there look familiar. Año. When I ask cuántos años tienes tú, you know that's asking how many what? How many, yep, I heard you, years you have. Feliz año is happy year nuevo. Now don't be tricked into thinking that means 9. That's nueve. Nuevo is the Spanish word for new. So, desear changes into deseándole. I am wishing you, I am desiring you or wanting for you a feliz año nuevo, a happy new year. Y feliz Navidad. Now that right away you knew. Look at the end of that though. We always say feliz Navidad because we tend to say all the letters. She, on the other hand, will speak kind of slangy. Sort of like we'll drop the G at the end of a word when we say, hey, I'm going to the store. That G at the end just goes away. And she's writing still. She's still learning how to spell, so she's writing exactly how she says it. Feliz Navidad. Because she drops that D off the end when she's speaking quickly. But obviously that is what? What does Feliz Navidad mean? I'm listening. Yes, Merry Christmas. Very good. Le agradezco por su ayuda. Oh, geez, the only one in there. Ayuda. Who remembers ayudar? To be obnoxious, yell it out. To help is right. So, le agradezco means I am thanking you. Por su, for your ayuda, for your help. Estoy muy agradecida. There's that thankful word again, agrade. You can almost see gracias buried in there, that she's thankful. Estoy muy agradecida y feliz por ello. I am very agradecida, I am very thankful, and what else is she? Y feliz, she's also happy. Por ello, for it. Gracias a usted. Thank you. Right there, she's being very formal. Usted. And by throwing the a in there, she's saying to. So thanks to you, puedo comprar. Both those words, many of you should know by now. Puedo. Puedo is I can. Comprar is in that list of verbs. A bunch of you should know this too. I can what? I can buy. Okay, she's going to list a bunch of the things that she can buy. Right off, of course, she gives a word I never taught you because it's not very common. She didn't want to say she bought shoes because she also bought sneakers and she bought sandals, so it ended up being the word for footwear. This isn't a word you see a lot in Spanish. Calzado, calzado. But the next two you do see a lot. She was also able to buy ropa, ropa. I'll give you a second to think about that and somebody yell it out if they know it. Ropa is the word for clothing. Now, if you weren't here for the clothing unit, you're going to have to pick it up in the review. So that one might have gotten away from you. But I think everyone here except one of you was here to know what the word comida means. And comida is something you comer. That C-O-M is right there. It's food. So she was able to buy shoes, clothing, and food. And we saw in the picture the food that the family bought, which was great, and which, boy, I want to start cooking now. Next, she's going to apologize because I did send her that the note about saying, hey, buy yourself some science things with this too, because she is very interested in science. She said, no pude comprar. That no pude means that she couldn't do something. So no pude comprar. Couldn't do what? Couldn't buy algo de ciencias. You see the word science right there. She couldn't buy algo, something from the sciences. And she says, porque no sabía qué comprar. ¿Por qué? If you look over on my question wall, you'll see por qué up there as why, but this is the answer to it. It's the because. It's said almost the same way. There's a slight difference in the stress. Porque no sabía. I didn't sabía. I didn't saber. Do you remember saber? This is a form of that. It means to know. So I didn't know qué comprar, what to buy. Pero siempre estoy muy agradecida. There's that thankfulness word again. Now look back at the pero. Those little tiny words. That one, though, I push on you a lot. Can you remember pero with one R? It was from your dialogue a couple weeks back. That's the word for but. Siempre I haven't shown you yet. That means always. Estoy, I am muy agradecida. I am very thankful. Y más adelante. Now, más adelante isn't a Spanish one term. That's just a fancy way of saying later. And she's going to indicate to me that later on she's going to do something. Cuando inicien mis clases. And she misspelled inician. That means to start or to initiate. You might have heard of initiations. She should have started it with an I. She started it with an E there, but what the heck? I make spelling errors too. When my classes start, and a little farther down, voy a comprar. I'm going to comprar. Yeah, that's the word of the day, to buy. Los libros de ciencias. So what is she going to buy? Libros de ciencias. Books of sciences. Spanish does it with both math and the sciences. The sciences. You never see science alone. There's a whole bunch of science. So, libros de ciencias. And you can see why punctuation is important, because it's tough to tell where her lines start and where her lines stop. Luckily, I've read through it a couple times, so I do have a good sense of where things are beginning, and now she starts an entirely new sentence. And this time she says, ya pronto. Pronto means soon or quickly. Ya pronto iniciaré. Now there's that start word again, but this time she spelled it right with an I at the beginning. Go figure. That's a future thing there, so I will start mis clases. So I will start my classes. Y estoy feliz porque estaré en la clase de ciencias naturales. So, that's a lot of words. Estaré means I will be. En la clase, what is that? De is the word for of, so in the class of. But notice I jumped the line there. I even hesitated. I said ciencias, but she's saying what type? Naturales. What type of science? Natural science. So sort of like we have a living environment, so it's probably something like a lower level than our living environment, because she is younger than the living environment kids. But that's the class she's excited about. But also, Miss Culkin would be proud, also, y física deportiva. You can see physical right in there. Deportiva doesn't mean education, doesn't mean phys ed. It means sports. So specifically, she likes the physical sports. So she's very excited both about the sciences and the sports that are coming up in her school's year. She's ended a sentence again and just kind of starts with E, which when Y is by itself, what does that mean? I mentioned that yesterday or 2 days ago in the video. It is the word and. Le pido a Dios que la bendiga grandemente. That translates as, and I ask Dios, I ask God, that He bless you grandemente, greatly. She kind of is cutting that off. The actual word is grandemente. But again, she's being kind of slangy, and she's writing the way she talks. She's still learning to spell things correctly. So, grandemente. Hoy y siempre. Hoy is in that list of questions we've been learning. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? What is the date of? Somebody say it. Today. So, she's hoping that the God will bless you greatly today and siempre and always. Now, here's a sweet little line. La quiero mucho como de aquí al universo y más allá. It means la quiero. That's not the I want form, that's love. So I love you. Now she didn't say te quiero because she's being polite. So she's saying I love usted, or in this case it turns into la because it's my wife. I love you mucho. Como de aquí. So from here al universo, out to the universe, y más allá, and beyond. So, sounds like she's been watching some movies lately. To the universe and beyond. She goes down again. One more mention of Dios. What did that mean in the upper line? That is the word for God. Dios me la cuide siempre. I think she made a word wrong here. Because it's clear she's trying to say, may God bless you always, and she ended up saying, may God bless me always. Although, she might have meant that. Siempre. Y me despido cariñosamente. And I say goodbye cariñosamente. Cariño is affection. So cariñosamente is affectionately. And then she signs it off. Su hijada, your godchild. And then there's her full name. Check that out. Cesia Abigail Perdomo Vázquez. Cesia would be her first name. Abigail would be her very English-looking middle name. And then we have two more last names. We have two last names. That first one, Perdomo, that is a P, even though here it looks a little like a D. Perdomo would be her father's last name. Vázquez would be her mother's last name. And then she ends it with two cute little hearts and the word besos. That was all the Spanish words, but I do have to show you the back. We have to flip over because I have to show you that she's doing a little bit of English wordage in her picture there, in her nature picture. She does know the I in English, and the heart is kind of universal for love, but then she had to drop to the Spanish for nature because, hey, who knows the English for nature? So, I heart naturaleza, so she loves nature. And then, of course, you have to see the little heart with the Donnelly down there. I'm going to require, I think, Jonathan and Brendan to put that on all their papers from now on, or else they don't get full credit, because that's really impressive. That touches me so deeply. Oh, wait, and Quentin needs to do it too. So there, I'm all covered. All right, well, I did tell you were going to write a little. I'm going to shut my voice up and tack on one of the Quack videos. And you're seeing the sheet of paper. It looks like the exact same one you filled out yesterday. It is. We are beating this into your brain, and now you'll understand why I put them in the order I did. It's because in this video, as they go hunting for Spanish body part names, they do it in that order. So I'd like you, without looking at your old paper, to get it down once more for the remainder of class. And then you have a good night.
Body parts, body parts, body parts.
Body parts.
Need to see me some body parts. Enséñame los ojos, por favor.
Los ojos.
Los ojos.
Los
Muchas
ojos.
gracias.
Ojos.
Hola. Perdón. Enséñame los ojos, por favor.
Los ojos.
Enséñame los ojos, por favor.
Like this. Así.
Los ojos.
Los ojos.
Enséñame el pelo, por favor.
No. Pelo.
Enséñame el pelo, por favor. Pelo. El pelo.
El pelo.
Hola. Perdón. Enséñame la nariz, por favor.
¿La nariz?
¿Sí?
Nariz.
Ah, nariz. Ah, nariz. I got ya. Enséñame la nariz, por favor.
Nariz.
Nariz. Sí, nariz.
Di nariz.
Muchas
Nariz.
gracias.
Hola.
Enséñame la boca, por favor. Ah, sí, perfecto, gracias. La boca, por favor.
La boca. Sí.
La boca.
La boca.
La boca. Enséñame los labios, por favor.
Labios.
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 Lips?
Lips.
Ah, muchas gracias. Wait, what was this?
Boca. Mouth.
I thought that was lips. Boca, mouth, labios, lips.
What's this?
Boca,
Boca.
boca. Temptation. I don't know.
Labios.
Labios, labios, labios. Ooh, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Enséñame la oreja, por favor.
La oreja.
La oreja. Ear. La oreja.
La oreja.
Enséñame los dientes, por favor.
Oh, teeth.
Teeth.
Dientes.
Dientes.
Teeth.
Teeth. Los dientes. Los dientes.
Los dientes.
Enséñame el cuello, por favor.
Sí.
Sí. Neck.
Cuello.
Neck. El cuello.
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 Ok.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Enséñame el hombro, por favor. El hombro.
¿El hombro?
Sí. Shoulder? Ah. She thought she was going to show me the bare shoulder. I wasn't after bare shoulder. El hombro.
Hola, amigas.
Enséñame el brazo, por favor.
¿Qué se enseña? El brazo.
Arm. El brazo. Enséñame el brazo, por favor.
El brazo.
Sí. Arm.
Brazo.
Brazo. Enséñame el codo, por favor.
El codo.
Codo. Elbow. Codo. Codo.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Hola. No, I got you. I got you. Enséñame el codo, por favor.
¿El codo?
Codo, sí.
¿Así?
Sí, elbow.
¿Descubierto?
Cámara. Perfecto. Muchas gracias.
Adiós. What's next?
Enséñame la mano, por favor.
La mano.
Sí. Hand.
A la cámara.
Oh, check that out. That is rad. Love that. Hola. Enséñame la mano, por favor.
Las manos. Why? What do you want me to show you your hand?
I just want to see it.
Just no.
I just want to see it. La mano.
La mano.
Hola. Enséñame el dedo, por favor. El dedo.
Un dedo.
Un dedo. Un dedo.
Un dedo.
Enséñame el dedo, por favor. Muchas gracias. Finger, dedo. Enséñame la pierna. Leg. La pierna.
La pierna.
La pierna.
Rodilla.
Por favor. Knee.
Ajá. Rodilla. Ni.
Knee.
Rodilla.
Enséñame los pies. Feet. Los pies.
Los pies.
Los pies.
Los pies. Un
Pie.
dedo del pie.
Un dedo del pie.
¿Sí?
Por favor. Oh, I think we got a toe coming. Give me a little wiggle.
Un dedo del pie.
Un dedo del pie. Enséñame la cabeza. Head. La cabeza.
La cabeza.
Head. Muchas gracias. La cabeza.
La cabeza.
Come on, Jerry, we're gonna go check this one out. I didn't do it. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Qué bueno. Enséñame la mejilla, por favor. Cheek.
Ajá.
I like, like. Sí. La mejilla.
La mejilla.
Enséñame la mejilla, por favor. Cheek, like kiss, right? See? I think I'm gonna do that one the rest of the day. Enséñame la espalda, por favor.
Sí.
Back.
Espalda.
Espalda. Back. Muchas gracias. La espalda. Back. Espalda. Muchas gracias. Enséñame la lengua, por favor.
Ah,
La lengua. Enséñame el estómago.
el estómago.
El estómago, sí.
Baby.
Muchas gracias.
Adiós.
Adios. This is too fun. Seriously, I want to do this for a living for the rest of my life. El estómago. Enséñame las pestañas, por favor.
Las pestañas.
Eyelashes.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Pestañas.
Pestañas. Muchas
Adiós,
gracias.
Gracias.
Hola. Enséñame los pompis, por favor.
¿Qué?
Sí, por favor. Chique. Cámara. Just
Josh, do you know why the people got like shy when you asked them for las pompis?
I was wondering about that. I'm not quite sure.
The word pompis, it's a perfectly acceptable and polite word.
Right?
You
Like
know?
bottom.
Yeah, like bottom.
Right.
Even mothers will refer to children's pompis,
Right.
children's button.
Wipe your little pumpies.
Little pompis,
Right.
right. But, you know, depending on the situation, right? You don't go-
I think I know what you're getting at. I'm gonna ask her out there. Hola. Enséñame el pecho.
Come on. When you ask for pecho could be your chest,
Sí.
my chest.
Sí.
But they will also misunderstand it, you know, like.
Oh, for a women's pecho could
for
be
a
a
women's
little.
pecho could be your
Right.
your-
Probably shouldn't go asking people that either.
No. Come on, let me show you how it feels. Rolling. Enséñame el pecho.
El pecho.
Enséñame el estómago.
El estómago.
Enséñame el codo.
El codo.
Rodilla.
La rodilla.
La nariz.
La nariz.
Los labios.
Los labios.
La oreja.
La oreja.
Enséñame el pelo.
El pelo.
Enséñame el hombro.
El hombro.
Enséñame el brazo.
El brazo.
Enséñame el dedo.
El dedo.
Enséñame los dientes.
Los dientes.
Enséñame los ojos.
Los ojos.
Un dedo del pie.
Un dedo del pie. Look, there's one right there.
Enséñame los pompis.
Pompis.
This is my favorite taco stand. Hi, Jaime. Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Él es mi amigo
Bien.
Josh.
Hola.
Hola, mucho gusto.
Mucho
Jaime
gusto,
Villalona.
Jaime.
Jaime Villarana para servirle.
Venimos a comprar tacos.
De lengua, de cabecita,
¿De cabecita?
de ojo.
A mí me das uno de cabeza, por favor.
Claro que sí.
Ojos.
¿De qué te gusta
Ojo.
de qué te gusta de parte de cabeza?
What kind of taco do you want? Cabeza, lengua, ojo.
Lengua.
Yeah.
Ojo. Cabeza.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in Mexico long. I'll have it all, baby.
What color do you want your ojo?
O verdes.
Verdes, sí.
Era una vaca gringa.
Sí.
Ah. It was an American cow, she said.
Hey, Jerry. If I'm
Lengua.
gonna eat some tacos de cabeza and some tacos de ojos and some tacos de lengua, I'm gonna want you with me too.
Ok.
Muchas gracias, Jaime.
De nada, de nada.
¿Qué es qué?
Lengua.
Lengua, sesos y cabeza los tres.
Seso
Ojos.
is brain.
Sesos.
Hey, I didn't ask for brains.
Actually, not bad. You know, I mean, if I didn't know it was brains.
Come on, Jerry. Nothing like fresh brain, dude. It's delicious.
These credits are entirely unnecessary. Seems the producer, the director, and the entire cast has been sacked. The key grip has also been sacked, and the driver of the key grip. And apparently, I've just been sacked.
Bailando con mi mamá, bailando con mi hermano del pasado. Y puse juntas bailando, lleno de alegría. must be over.